My next guest in the author studio has one of the most unpronounceable names in the whole crime writing world. But she is one damn fine writer, and I love her work. And she's a great, fun person too. A big welcome to Yrsa Sigurðardóttir. And if I haven't got that right, Yrsa, next time you can smack me in the mouth.
Before writing, like if you're going to write tomorrow morning, before you go to bed, plan out in your head sort of what the chapter is going to be about and have the first 2 or 3 sentences prepared so that when you sit down, you immediately start writing and you don't look at a white page, which tends to be quite uninspiring. I guess it would be I Remember You, which is a ghost story, and it was just because I was taking a break from my series, and I had the freedom, because it was standalone, I had the freedom of disposable characters, so I could like kill everybody if I wanted, and nobody was coming back. That was nice. I usually write sort of in the day. I don't start super early, but the closer I get to my deadline, the longer into the night I write. And that's just because I have to, not because I like to. And I usually write like in a sofa at home on a laptop. That would be, I think it was called something like The Great Book of Infectious Diseases or something. And it was when I was a kid, my father was doing a specialization in medicine, and it was in infectious diseases, and he had this book. This is before Google and stuff and internet, and it had pictures of all these like horrendous diseases, and me and my sister would sometimes, sneak peeks into it, and it gave me sort of a fascination, I think, for the awful, or the horrible, the tragic, and so on. Smoking, but I don't feel very guilty. I just smoke. I like it, but maybe to non-smokers it's guilty, but that's my thing. Not really. I do a lot of thinking before I start, so no, I don't. No, I always wanted to be a reader. That was my, as a child, I read a lot, and I was very happy being a reader. But then just things happened, and I ended up a writer. But I still read a lot. Well, that's a pretty complex process, and it takes place over sort of a long period of time. You need. Depends on if you're writing a series, you probably have your cast of sort of main characters already in place, but you do need to think about what characters are you going to be introducing, who is going to be killed, and why, and how, and where. So sometimes the where comes first, sometimes the how, sometimes the who, and so on. And I always know when I start sort of the layout, like from the A to or from the beginning to the end, I know there's a line. I know how it's going to start, I know it's going to end, and I think I know how it's going to go between the two. But then when the writing process starts, usually when I've done about like 10 chapters, I go back and read it and try to read it through a reader's eyes, and then you realize it might be missing something, and then you just take time to think, how could I make this more interesting? How could I, add to sometimes the tension, fix the pace, and so on. And then you seem to find the voice, the drive, and then you fix it and continue. No, I'm an engineer. I take precautions. Yeah, no, I haven't. I'm not asked that anymore because it was the question of, would I murder somebody? And that's such a weird question, I think. I got that a lot in the beginning, but maybe that was mainly in Iceland, I don't know. But people, writing crime doesn't mean that you want to go out and commit them. And would I murder somebody? No, I don't think so.
Thanks so much, Yrsa. Well, even if you can't pronounce Yrsa Sigurðardóttir's name, you're never going to forget her, are you? Stay tuned, there's lots more to come.